My husband's first love had a depressive episode and jumped off a building. In a fit of rage, he dragged me 8 months pregnant to an abandoned amusement park and strapped me to a drop tower ride. His men stood by, their faces blank as they bound my wrists and ankles to the cold metal seat. If you hadn't provoked Sienna, would she have had a breakdown and jumped? Terrified of heights, I clutched at the restraints, my swollen belly making it hard to breathe. Tears streamed down my face as I admitted my mistake, my voice cracking as I begged him, Hugh, please, let me go. I promised, I swore I'd never appear in front of Sienna again. But my husband only looked at me with chilling indifference. Ava, for the sake of the child, I won't divorce you. His voice was calm, almost gentle, but it only made the next words colder. But the pain you've caused, Sienna, I want you to pay it back 100, no, 1,000 times over. Hugh ordered the ride to be set to run non-stop for an hour, then turned and walked away without a backward glance. The machinery groaned to life, the seat jerking beneath me as the tower rose higher and higher. I fought against the restraints, screaming until my throat felt raw. Every time the ride plunged, my stomach flipped, the terror so intense I thought I might lose consciousness. Then, on one brutal drop, pain ripped through my body, sharp, hot, and unstoppable. A rush of fluid gushed between my legs, soaking my dress and the seat beneath me. The next day, Hugh finally remembered that I was still there. Ava, Sienna is fine now, he said, his voice devoid of concern. As long as you apologize to her, I'll let you down. What he didn't know, what none of them knew, was that the platform had already been drenched in blood for hours. My baby had been torn from my body somewhere between the sky and the earth, reduced to nothing but mangled flesh and silence. Dr. Jason called this morning. That woman is avoiding her prenatal checkups. What trick is she playing to get my attention this time? Hugh frowned, a trace of disgust flashing through his dark eyes. Beside him, Mason, the family butler, turned pale, his voice trembling as he spoke. Sir, Madam still hasn't been taken down, and she's terribly afraid of heights. She won't even step onto the second-floor balcony. Now that she's in her late pregnancy, could something have happened? Hugh's expression froze. All right, folks, today I'm going on a $0 shopping spree. I walked into the supermarket, my phone live streaming, and shot the camera a defiant grin. The live chat exploded. Are you insane? Live streaming yourself stealing? You trying to get arrested? I ignored the comments, piling things into my shopping cart with a manic energy. Once it was full, I just pushed the cart straight out the door and ran. It didn't take long for the police to track me down using my stream's location data. In my past life, my twin sister murdered her billionaire ex-boyfriend and then vanished with her new lover. I was home alone, with no alibi, no one to prove the killer wasn't me. They sentenced me to death. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the day of the murder. If she could forge evidence to place me at the scene, then I would use the entire internet and the police department's own records to prove my alibi. At the exact time of the murder, I would be sitting in a police precinct holding cell for shoplifting. This time, I was going to make damn sure she was the one with nowhere left to run. I stood at the entrance of Brighton's Market, my fingers trembling slightly as I tapped my phone to go live. My own pale, nervous face stared back at me from the screen. Taking a deep breath, I forced a wild, exaggerated smile. Hey everyone, today we're doing a 5-finger discount haul. The live chat instantly blew up. Has this streamer lost her mind? Is this how people try to go viral now? Shoplifting at a supermarket? Enjoy your jail cell. Already reported. You're welcome. I ignored the torrent of comments scrolling past and pushed a cart straight toward the snack aisle. The red lights of the security cameras blinked down at me, feeling just like the cold, accusatory lenses in the courtroom of my past life. My throat tightened, but my hands were steady as I began grabbing things off the shelves with frantic purpose. My cart quickly filled with high-priced items designed to look cheap. Bulky bags of chips, boxes of cookies, and cases of water. Things that didn't cost a fortune but took up a massive amount of space. The comments kept flying. She's just grabbing cheap junk, nothing valuable. Yeah, this is totally for clout. Even a full cart of that stuff won't be more than $100. But is she actually going to walk out without paying? Even if it's under 100, she'll still get arrested. Lame. If you're gonna